You'd be like, oh, that's funny. Oh!
His skull is bleeding.
So good!
Apropos to Iron Smoke Bourbon Whiskey.
Whiskey. Whiskey.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Eric.
And I'm Chris.
And we are doing a special edition, dun, 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 Whiskey in a Hammock.
Yes, so we were doing a glass review. Well, the thing is, like, we've talked about it for a while. We started out and, you know, just drink out of a rocks glass.
The whole purpose to us doing Whiskey in a Hammock is to learn how to drink whiskey and to help others learn how to drink whiskey, and for people to comment what we're doing wrong, what we're doing right, how to fix things. You guys should try this, try that. And lo and behold...
Well, you know, we had one comment on, you know, our Joseph Magnus review, right? So,
yeah.
Zesty Cheesemaker commented, said, like, I hate to say it, but I think you guys are using the wrong glassware. You're going to need something like a Glencairn to funnel all the aroma, thereby allowing the flavors to shoot through, and then take a puff of your cigar along with it. We don't have no cigars today.
No cigars today. What's the guy's name?
Zesty Cheesemaker.
Zesty Cheesemaker.
Yes.
What's up, Zesty Cheesemaker? I hope you enjoy this one, and thanks for throwing that idea out there.
Right.
So go ahead.
We are going to pour a little bit in each glass and see if there's a big difference.
Yeah, because we've been drinking out of like rocks glasses from day one.
Right.
I mean, we've drank out of Glencairns before.
We've been to tastings.
I've drank out of the Norlan before, but
you know, have we like tried a glass? You know, the glasses side by side.
Right. And I didn't. I mean, I figured there was a difference. I just like to drink whiskey, so we thought.
Well, we figured we're gonna start with, you know, something that we already had, and see what, you know, if we can continue to smell a difference.
The old Iron Smoke.
We brought a little bit something different. Maybe try it after.
Yes, please. Just a dabble, do ya? Haha. So, I'm really pretty excited about this. After doing some research, I understand that we should have been maybe using Glencairns.
Maybe.
Or the Norlans. Because they say, with the rocks glass, it's open. It's the same. The circumference is the same as the bottom, so by the time you stick your nose in there, everything's gone.
So, what are we going to start with first?
I think we start with the rocks glass and work our way right to the Norlan.
Sniff it, test it, and then we'll move on to the next
I think
one?
we sniff, 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 taste, taste, taste.
Think so?
I think so.
All right.
Because then we should be able to smell differences in each glass according to the whiskey community, right?
Should.
I think so. So I think we sniff, sniff, sniff. Drink, drink, drink.
That doesn't sound like a bad thing.
No. I don't know.
All right,
so sniffing the Whiskey in a Hammock's rock glass first. See, I always got my nose way deep in there, though, so I don't know, maybe it doesn't make a difference. But I can see what they mean by the top is wide open, so you lose a lot of the aromatics.
Yes.
Like this one.
Nosing it in difference, too. So, now Glencairn. So now the Glencairn, we'll say, is what? So Glencairn was developed actually in Scotland.
Oh, yeah, yep. And they're kind of, I think they're kind of meant to hold from the bottom. So one, like you said earlier in our discussions about this, was so you don't get the nose from your hands.
Yeah, so any part of your skin or your hands doesn't interfere with the aroma of the whiskey.
Right, and then you hold it from the bottom apparently, so that you don't warm up your whiskey as well. So, and that, you know, you look really cool and know what you're doing when you spin it a little bit. Right. You know, and you kind of do one of these numbers. See the legs. It's more aromatic, but it doesn't. I just get more of the same of what I was smelling in the rocks. I guess is the whole point, though, right?
Right. Well, yeah. So it's supposed to, you know, basically push all the aromatic. So then, like you said, so it funnels it right into your nose.
Yeah. It smells more than this. I didn't get a whole lot of change of the nose, though. Did you? Oh, yeah. This one's gone now. There's nothing in that now. Wow,
so
that's a hell of a difference.
Yeah, so now, is that what it is? So after we poured it, did it take a little bit for, you know, just the air to hit it?
Yeah, because now there's nothing in here.
Not compared to this.
No, this is still... Yeah, wow, that's... Yeah.
All right, and then you're going to nose the Norlan glass?
Nose the Norlan.
Nose the Norlan.
And the cool thing about the Norlans is there's like an inner inner glass inside the glass. So it's almost Glencairn-like on the inside because it's more round at the bottom than it is the top.
Mm-hmm.
That nosing aspect, I think, where it traps some of the nose in there.
Some of it, yeah.
This one gets rid of, like, there's no alcohol in there at all. Like, as far as burn goes, alcohol burn. This one you get a little bit, and this one, I don't know, let's see. Huh. This one's, like I said, nothing in there.
So, is there a big difference between the Norlan glass and the Glencairn?
I think the Glencairn has more nose to it.
Well, that would make sense.
I think. Because it's thinner. It's thinner on top than it is the Norlan. That makes sense? The Glencairn's thinner on top than Norlan.
Yes.
But this one, I guess it's kind of the same because you're not touching your whiskey.
Right.
It's
So
super cool looking. I got big freaking hands, so I feel like I'm a little like, I don't know, like I'm holding one of those little tiny Dixie cups that you drink water out of when you brush your teeth.
Well, you know what? Maybe you need a Canadian Glencairn.
Oh yeah, what's that?
Larger. They
Really?
have Canadian Glencairn, which is supposed to be large. It's the largest Glencairn, and it's supposed to be on the market. It's supposed to be the Canadian one.
So that means you just put more whiskey in it, right?
Yes.
I don't see anything wrong with that. 0. All right, so if you could rate the aromatics from left to right, what would you do?
Oh, well, I mean, definitely, definitely the Glencairn. If you want to get the full aromatics, the full nose,
right?
Definitely the Glencairn.
Yep. So I think we both agree it'd go Glencairn 1, Norlan 2,
and
Rocks Glass last.
Yeah. All right, well, then why don't we taste?
Yeah, let's do it. All right.
Okay. Quick nose.
Nope. The nose is still, I mean, it's not nearly what it was when we first started, but I taste more alcohol in this one than I do in this one.
Let me see.
It held it in there more, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what I don't know what to do with my hands.
You have a table, man. That's what it's there for.
I know, but I feel weird. I'm like, all right, so the Norlan.
Well, and then the other thing about with the Norlan glass is that the reason that they designed the Norlan glass too with a wider circumference at the top.
Right.
So that way you can put your nose and drink it. So you're not tilting your head back.
With the Glencairn, you got to do the whole thing.
Right. So the Norlan was designed with that thought in mind. Yes.
Why is it thicker on the bottom?
Yes. Why was it designed like that?
I'm just gonna throw some things out.
Okay, go for it.
So the ice that's sitting on the bottom doesn't melt as fast.
Nope.
No. So it looks like it's a short man syndrome. So it looks like it's taller than it really is.
So should we try this?
No, what is it? What's the answer?
What's the answer? Okay, the answer is...
Wait, I didn't... See, you spoiled my trivia last time.
I know.
And you got me this time.
Okay, so this time, the reason for the thicker bottom is for when they make mixed drinks. When they muddle, when you mash and muddle things, that's why the thicker bottom.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
And, to be honest, I do enjoy having like a rocks glass that has, a thicker bottom to it, a little bit more weight.
Yeah, a little bit heavier.
I don't know.
Right.
Just a personal thing.
I think if I'm sitting at home, I'm still gonna drink my whiskey out of a rocks glass.
Well, and it's funny because I've seen other people, their comments, and the same thing. I would agree. If I'm gonna sit at home and drink something, I'm not gonna bring out the Glencairn just to drink. I'm gonna bring out this because I just want to sit and chill.
Yeah.
Drink because what was his name on the back on the
Scully.
bottom? Scully. Look at you. Good memory and everything.
I know, it's weird. Once I stop drinking so much, I remember things. Sorry, I kind of left you out there hanging.
That's all right.
If I go back in my chair, we're all going down.
I'm dodging it. You're not taking me with you.
Woo! Oh, look at you. At least I spilt water. You big jerk.
What? You don't see anything.
Huh? 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 All right.
Dylan starts thinking.
I know, right?
That's what I'm waiting for.
All right, so casket strength. Okay, so let's just compare the two quick. I guess we're not really doing a review on the casket strength, but...
Well, when you're like, something new. So now
Yeah.
there's something brand, newer.
Yeah.
Casket strength, so 60%, right?
Yeah, 60%, 120 proof, 40/80. So the casket strength is obviously a cask strength. Well, let's get into it.
Okay.
Thanks, Scully. So again, I think we might have let this, well, I guess that's the whole purpose of this video, right? It's sitting here and we're going to lose all the aromatics. Ooh.
You can do sniff, then drink,
Sniff, drink.
Ooh, yeah.
That's crazy how much you lose. I got a big fat nose, so my whole nose goes in this.
But you're supposed to agitate it first. Also, does that help?
I think so.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's so you can see the legs and everything.
Yeah, it does. Because I just did that.
Oh, yeah, it
also,
does.
right? Agitate it. A little bit more.
It smells very similar to.
It does, but
Iron
I get like a heavier scent.
Yeah, it almost smells thicker, right?
It does. Yeah, thicker, heavier.
I don't know what I'm nosing though. See, I almost lose it. Like, it smells sweeter in this one, but I don't smell as much in the Norlan as I do in the Glencairn.
Well, that makes sense. Like I said, because
I almost wish the Norlan, like I said earlier, the Norlan almost has a Glencairn-esque flow to it, to the inside.
a little bit, yeah.
But it almost, I think for it to work better, it need to have that Glencairn bigger bottom.
Smaller top.
But
then, it would take away from the design of you actually being able to nose and then sip.
I don't really smell anything.
I'm going to go backwards. I don't
really smell anything in this one. But I guess the best way to... I get what they're saying. If you taste it and you're nosing it at the same time, you get all of it at once. Because every time you take a drink of it, your nose is in there, so you get the smell and the taste.
But your nose is in the Glencairn when you drink, right?
No, see, like my whole nose and mouth is in there, and this one.
Same thing
So
with
I could understand why this would be a better.
Right, and like I said, so you're not warming up your whiskey. Double walled, so it's keeping it cooler.
Ooh, wow, way different.
Well, more of the flavors come through, doesn't it? In the casket strength.
It's almost spicy.
I feel the same way. Yep. It feels spicier. You can feel heavier, more woody.
Like not rye spicy.
No, I feel.
But yeah, I think you're like more woody, oaky. I think I definitely would need an ice cube with that guy. Ooh, see, that's way different than that. This one I get more alcohol.
Well, yeah. It does what it's designed
intended,
to do.
Right? Yeah, that's exactly what it's supposed to do.
So, should we? All right. So, there's a question to everybody out there.
Poll? Are we doing a poll?
Well, to everybody, to all everybody that's watching this, the Whiskey Crew, everybody. So, should we switch from the rocks glass to the Glencairn or the Norlan?
Right. Yeah. First of all, what do you guys drink out of? What do you guys like better? What's your 2 cents on this whole thing?
Right, and so going forward, should we start reviewing out of using Glencairns instead of the rocks glass?
Right. Here's something for you.
What you got?
I almost think that drinking out of the rocks glass, drinking out of the Glencairn, now, I wouldn't add anything, water or ice, to this, because I think it's almost everything escaped. This mellows down way faster than this. This I'd put an ice cube in if I'm gonna drink at home out of a Glencairn. You know what I mean? This I wouldn't, because it's significantly different. The taste and the smell. It almost seems lighter or more watered down without putting anything in this. I think, like I said, I'll drink whiskey out of any freaking thing. Doesn't matter. But if I'm tasting it, if we're actually doing a tasting or doing a barrel pick, this is your go-to.
Right.
If I'm at home and I'm just by myself, not just sipping on something that I already know,
right,
I'm doing a rocks glass.
Yeah. I agree.
If I want to be fancy and show up to my friends, then I'm using
you pull the Norlan glass?
Yep.
So that way you know what you're doing. You're just hanging out. You're not reviewing. You're just tasting.
Right. I mean, this is a great glass. I love the design, the ergonomics. It's easy to hold. You still get.
Well, then so the same thing. So you don't feel like with your giant, oversized hands. Or you're not like.
Yeah, like Wreck-It Ralph. Yeah, I feel like Wreck-It Ralph with this guy, and with this guy I feel normal.
There you go.
But if I'm tasting brand new, I'm using the Glencairn all day.
All right. I gotta finish this guy up.
Yeah. So, from everybody here at Whiskey in a Hammock, thank you guys so much for the love and support. Remember, we got whiskeyinahammock.com, Whiskey in a Hammock on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Right. We got T-shirts, glasses, flip-flops, bandanas, coasters.
Yep.
You guys can join the Whiskey Krew. Send us your whiskey view, which is basically like everything behind us right now. If you take a snapshot, this is our whiskey view for the day. So send us your whiskey views.
Yeah.
Show us what you got. Show us where you guys are drinking whiskey. Show us what you're drinking, and we'll share it on the web. And it's a fun little community. So if you guys buy something new, show us. I want to see it.
Right.
If you guys like something, don't like something, comment on our page. Tell us we're a bunch of dumb craps, or we're doing something right.
Yeah.
You did something right.
Hey.
Or whatever. Just we want to interact with you guys as much as possible. So make sure you give us a thumbs up, likes, share, subscribe. Hit the little notification bell so you get all of our videos, all of our content.
Right, Copper Sky tasting. So we're involved in a barrel pick. So
it's a really good one. We all picked a really good one, so it's gonna be that's gonna be out here.
Part of the Whiskey Crew, maybe you'd be the first person, if you interested in picking up a bottle, DM us.
Huge.
Let us know.
It's gonna be a big deal, and it's going to a great cause, which I don't know if we can really go into yet, but
we will.
In the future. Yeah. So from all of us here at Whiskey in a Hammock, we love you guys. We thank you so much for the support. Chris, hit us with the motto on the way out, and we'll see you next time.
May the wind always sway your hammock. May your glass never go dry.
Cheers, brother.
Cheers.
Whiskey in a hammock.